What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back. Peace and love to you guys, man. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy KT. You guys know the deal. Just want to shoot this quick little video that I think might be pretty helpful to a lot of people. A lot of times I feel like we overcomplicate a lot of concepts and ideas that are actually very simple. So we take the time to really break them down and dissect these concepts. We're able to perceive them in a whole new light and essentially just make it a lot easier to understand going forward, so then we can execute at a much more effective rate. Yeah, if y'all can't already tell, you know what I'm saying? I'm back at the library. I like this space, bro. It's a vibe. It's cool out here, cool lighting, just a whole new vibe all the time, just to be able to switch up your atmosphere a bit. Anyways, again, just simplifying the concept of what an agency is. Let's really break that down. What an agency is, okay? On one side, you have someone that has a problem, if you will, or are in need of a service. And then on the other side, you have someone who has the skill that is needed to fulfill that need. So whether that's you, yourself, or contractors, or employees, or teammates, whatever it is, you have people in place that can help you fulfill the needs of the people on the other side who have this problem, right? The bigger your network, so the more people that you have on both sides, that's how you scale, right? Because you're only one person. There's only so much that you can do as far as fulfilling these services. In order to scale, you need to have a team in place. So when you really break that down, it's okay, person with a problem, person with a skill that will solve that problem. Connect the dots. Learning how to delegate, learning how to search for the people on both sides. And that's what you as an agency owner are being compensated for. It takes time, man, to not only find the people on this side, and when I say this side, people with the skills needed to fulfill the service, right? Who not only have the skills, but are also competent, reliable, strong communicators. And then of course, on the other side, searching for the people that need these services. And because you as the middleman are putting in all that time to filter out all the BS on both sides, that is why we are being compensated. That is what we do. We're connecting the dots. We are proficient at sales, but then also proficient at delegating these roles and putting people in the right places to fulfill these services. Again, I'm really doing my best right now to simplify this concept so it's a lot easier for you to digest, and I hope I've done a good job at that thus far, because it is very simple. Person with a problem, person with the skill that will present the solution. Very simple. Once you really take a step back and assess it for what it is, it's not as daunting as you might think, right? It's actually very simple. Waiting for that dude to pass. Anyways, it's very interesting to me because earlier on, I was actually working as a brand ambassador, okay? So a brand ambassador is self-explanatory. You are representing a brand. I was working for an agency. I wasn't for example, there was one gig that I had, I was a Google representative. So I would be in Best Buy stores and I would educate consumers on the use of Google products, what the benefits are, etc. So I wasn't actually working for Google. I was working for an agency that Google hired. That agency was the middleman between myself and Google. Of course, Google being a top-notch client, they have to ensure that they got someone on the other side, being me, making sure that I can fulfill the services that Google needs, making sure that I'm punctual, making sure that I'm on time, I'm professional, I'm organized, I'm well-informed on Google's products, so then I can put together a sales pitch that is very enticing for people who are considering buying Google Homes, Google Hubs, products that are compatible with Google Home products. It's no different. The only difference as a social media marketing agency versus a promotion agency like the one that I was doing that gig for is the fact that this is an online business. Social media marketing doesn't require us or our contractors to be physically present at any of these gigs. You know what I'm talking about? I can literally go online, find someone with a problem, assign this task, this project, this job to a team member or a contractor, and they can complete that job at home, which is the beauty of this business model, because it allows us to utilize the entire internet, the entire globe. Whereas the company that I was working for back in the day when I was a brand ambassador, I had to be physically present. They are now limited to the amount of people that they can onboard to fulfill these services because they have to be located in a specific city, and not only in a specific city, but within a certain sector within a city. You don't want to have people driving 30 to 45 minutes to get to work. Otherwise, it's not going to be as sustainable. A lot of people, an inconvenience for them in that sense. It's very important that, you find the right person, but it's just so narrow now as far as like the amount of people that you can find to fulfill these services, which again is the beauty of a social media marketing agency. There's so much more room for growth. You know what I mean? Again, when you really just take a step back, break down what an agency is, and then take it a step further, break down what a social media marketing agency is, it's very simple. And there's no need for us to overcomplicate it. There's no need for us to overcomplicate anything. It's simply a matter of breaking it down step by step and dissecting it back to the root. That's a metaphor that I use like in a lot of my videos, and I'm sure a lot of my current audience are probably very familiar with that analogy, but it's only because it's something that works so well for me, and that's why I communicate it as often as I do, just because I hope that it can help simplify these concepts for you as well as it has for me. And that's truly what my intention is. Don't overcomplicate it. An agency is a very simple business model, and a social media marketing agency is an even simpler model with even more potential to scale, and is definitely something that we should all take advantage of while it's hot. Social media marketing will always be hot, but there are so many different sectors within social media marketing. There are different trends and different opportunities at different points in time, if you will, that make more sense. So very important to be on top of what's in demand, and something that of course complements your skill set. I think ad agencies earlier on were like a lot hotter. You know, now I feel like most of the top ad agencies have kind of recruited all of the majority of the high ticket clients that are looking to work with agencies. Whereas now, for those of you that don't know, I'm running a short form content agency where we help coaches and influencers repurpose their existing content, then leverage that content across all other platforms such as YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, TikTok, even LinkedIn a little bit. So I think the timing is great because YouTube Shorts is still pretty fresh, and the platform has actually just recently monetized YouTube Shorts, right? So if it's something you want to mimic from me, bro, go ahead. I mean, it's been gaining a lot of traction for me thus far, and I don't see why you can't do it as well, as long as you have a very strong team in place, strong, attractive, engaging content samples that you're able to put in front of prospects, and then yeah, just ensuring that you have enough people on the other side, like editors, who can like help put this content together regularly. But even if you are an editor, bro, like you're only one person. So if you think you're gonna be able to do this on your own, you're wrong. Gotta have a strong team in place. Gotta have the right foundation that will allow you to scale and work at a much more efficient pace, because you don't want to be working 12-hour days all the time. You want to be able to kick back and still live a balanced life at the end of the day. There's more to life than just business. I say this in my videos all the time. Y'all know this, but it's crazy, right? Because recently, man, like my workload has definitely increased like drastically, and I definitely do struggle at times, find that balance in ways that I have before, but it's okay because I know I got to make this sacrifice for the time being, because I know it's only a matter of time before, you know, we onboard new people onto our team, are able to work a lot more seamlessly. And you know, another thing I definitely want to make note of too is like, maybe a lot of you might perceive this as a con as it pertains to social media marketing, because I was alluding to one of the greatest benefits, which is being able to work with people on a global scale. But at the same time, it's like, bro, sometimes like the indifference in time zones can be very challenging, and that is like something that I didn't really anticipate. You got to be available sometimes, because like a lot of my editors overseas, right, if I don't assign a project within like a certain time window, I'm gonna miss them, and then they're gonna go to sleep, and that now delays the time in which the client receives their final product. So it's very important that I make myself available during similar hours as a lot of my team members. So yeah, man, definitely one of the cons, if you will. But you know, like I said, it's only a matter of time before I hire a team lead and we get that in place. Yeah, man, I hope y'all found this video helpful. I really did my best to really help you guys simplify the concept of what an agency is, because it's very easy. Let's not overcomplicate it, guys. When we allow things to become overly complex in our minds, we are now more hesitant to just like kind of dive straight in. So avoid that, man. It's very simple. Don't look into it too much more than you need to. Just get going. Don't make excuses for, you know, why you're not getting started. It's simple, guys. Let's keep grinding together. Let's keep each other posted. You know what I mean? I'll always love checking in with you guys and putting out content. So if there's any suggestions for any ideas that you guys might want to see for future videos, drop them in the comments below. Y'all know how it goes, man. And I'm looking forward to chopping it up with you guys in the next video. Peace and love to you guys, man. It's KT. Much love.